Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal PeaceLoveMusic with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our great friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Monday, the 7th of April, and I am wagering that the majority of you wanted to just go back to bed this morning, but we didn't. We're here. You're here. I'm here. We're back at it. We're pushing buttons. We're getting things right, and we're moving forward. And that's all we do every day. The price action does not matter, which is fine, because today's price action, well, you want it to not matter. And so that's how you have to set everything up. Again, this is a news and information show. We're providing news, information, some education, some entertainment, but never financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Do not make your financial decisions based on my opinion about anything. It's good to get multiple people's opinions when you're making your own decisions about things. But you should always rely on yourself to make your own decisions for you. That being said, the numbers this morning, Bitcoin coming in just midway 76,594 as about a half an hour ago. Stacks holding on to that 50-cent range, coming in at 0.5085. It did move up by market cap to number 64 from 67 late last week. Fear and greed has dipped down into the extreme fear range, coming in at 17. And the top three gainers on CoinMarketCap for the past 24 hours are SPX, Kava, and Fartcoin. That's the broad numbers. And it's a very red weekend. It was a rough day yesterday for our community. Those that are interested in short-term price action, especially. But we power through. And I bought some STX under 50 cents this morning. So I actually feel great about that opportunity. Been waiting for it to see if it was going to come. And here we are. It happened. I didn't think we were going to actually get down into that 40-cent range, but we did. So I took small advantage of that. I hope you all did too. Again, not financial advice. Don't spend the rent money on any crypto. Stack STX earn BTC. SBTC equals programmable Bitcoin for DeFi. Stacks has fast, low fee transactions, proof of transfer security, and native Bitcoin rewards. Tell your friends. Stacks is the best thing going in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Stacks DeFi, in the Stacks DeFi realm today. Well, actually, I don't think I double checked. I want to check the yield on Hermetica. It's 19%. I actually forgot to change that. It shows as 18%. It's actually 19% this morning. Over $5 million in total value locked on the platform and growing. You can DCA into Bitcoin, stacks, runes, and more effortlessly at Bitflow.finance. Bitflow also hosts the deepest USDH pool on Stacks with $832,000 in liquidity, offering top-tier swap rates over at Bitflow. Alex has surpassed $2.6 billion in volume, launched DAMM, Bitcoin's first concentrated liquidity DEX, unveiled Alex AI, token listing tools. Perp DEX on Stacks. Velar has launched their long-awaited Perp DEX. Now you can engage in perp trading, stake your Velar, pair your favorite tokens with SBTC, earn yield, and trade tokens on Velar. Zest is offering 3.63% yield on SBTC this morning. SBTC is Bitcoin in Stacks. It's one-to-one Bitcoin. Trust mitigated bridge in peg in, peg out. Soon be peg out withdrawals coming later this month. And you can earn 3.63% on your Bitcoin as SBTC on Stacks. And the highest yield over at Bitflow at Zest this morning is 9.12% on STSTX. Over at Stacking DAO, you can earn 9.1% on STSTX, 9.18% yield in native BTC, or 8.84% with rewards in SBTC. The top 3 stacks token gainers on stxtools.io are Mega, B20, and Orange, ORNJ token. What is happening on stacks today? It does seem to be a slow Monday. Everyone's kind of waking up a little slow today, a little sluggish. Web3 Festival with Hashkey is going on today. I'm not sure of all the details about that. Over on the DeOrganized calendar, we have the morning show every Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. We do have GPSC back in action, so we will have DeOrganized nightly at 7 p.m. And that's all I have on the schedule. I know that there's, I don't know actually if the Around the Stacks is happening, and or all things crypto shows. I know Landy will have his video launched today, and I'm not sure if we have any other shows or schedules. Oh, I'm being told that there might be more on there. No, that's all I got on there, GP. That's right. We'll get back to that if there's more. We'll update some announcements. If you have an X Space, a live stream, or an event series you want to share with the community, head over to DeOrganized.media, create a user account, and we'll add your event to the community calendar for free for everyone. Anyone that has anything, doesn't have to be stacks oriented. It doesn't even have to necessarily be crypto oriented. If you're looking to get in touch with our community and be part of what we're doing here, decentralizing media, decentralizing peer-to-peer commerce as much as we can, head over on to DeOrganized.media and support us, and we'll support you. Markets crash as Trump tariffs rattle global trade. Global markets are in a free fall after President Trump unveiled sweeping new tariffs, including a 60% levy on Chinese goods and 10% on most import imports. The FTSE 100 plunged 4.5%, while Japan's Nikkei and Hong Kong's Hang Seng posted double-digit declines. The abrupt move has reignited recession fears worldwide and wiped out the early year gains in global equity markets. Analysts warn the tariff escalation could trigger retaliatory measures, further straining international trade and investor confidence. Wall Street futures signal incoming bloodbath. Wall Street is bracing for another red day as stocks index futures plunge in overnight trading. The S&P 500 is now on the edge of entering official bear market territory, with the Dow and NASDAQ futures also showing steep drops. Investors are dumping risk assets in response to growing fears of a global recession fueled by protectionist U.S. trade policy. Analysts are urging caution as volatility spikes and capital rotates out of equities and into safe havens like cash and gold. I'm not sure how safe your cash is as far as a safe haven, but I guess it would be better than holding declining value equities. Bitcoin drops below 75K. It's actually back up over 76. Crypto markets are feeling the shockwaves of broader macro panic. Bitcoin tumbled to just under 75K early this morning. That is a lower low. Losing over 5% in 24 hours. Ethereum, Solana, and Dogecoin were hit even harder, dropping 15 to 20%. Analysts cite increased liquidations and macro-driven selling as key drivers. More than $1.2 billion in long positions were liquidated in the past 24 hours, according to CoinGlass. With no clear bottom in sight, traders are bracing for another wave of volatility. Sometimes it's best to just sit on your hands and watch and get a read on what the market's doing. Yeah, Darth Dude, what's up, man? Bloodbaths are my second favorite kind of bath, he says. Bubble baths are still supreme. Yeah, it's definitely been crazy. Oh, I'm being told that there's an emergency Fed meeting. Is that ongoing right now? Let me get through the rest of the news, and we'll. Is there a live feed right now on YouTube? GP, check and see if there's a live stream from the Fed. We'll continue with the news until we have that. But if we have, we'll cut to breaking. Bank earnings may reveal cracks in the economy as quarter one earnings season kicks off. All eyes are on major U.S. banks, including JP Morgan Chase, and Wells Fargo. I'm being told that the emergency Fed meeting is a closed door meeting. Deals are being made. Potter's not selling. Potter's buying right now. Hold. Investors are seeking clarity on how financial institutions are navigating inflation, rate pressures, and credit risk in the face of slowing growth. Analysts expect net interest income to be stable, but worry that rising defaults or slowing loan growth could be red flags. These earnings may serve as an early warning system for broader economic weakness ahead. It's interesting stuff going on in our markets right now. There really is a lot of and the broader economic and financial markets. I don't think crypto is actually problematic here. I think that there's just a broader shift in things that has to occur, and until we actually have that play out, things are going to be a little bit rocky. We're not sure how it's going to go. We're really not. We are super happy. We launched our Sip and Innovation Show Fridays, spotlighting BNS, and we had a BNS show. We had a bunch of great guys: Sepato, Dan Trevino, Larry Celebra, Eric from BNS was on. We had Hattie was holding it down, kind of organized the whole thing. We had some great discussion on what's being added to the BNS zone files and the future of BNS. And we plan on doing more innovation and stacks improvement related content and shows regularly on our broadcasts on DeOrganized, either live demonstrations of new projects, live testnet, alphas test. We do the night show. We have devs on the night show all the time. We have new projects coming on the morning show all the time. That's something we're looking to focus on, and we're super excited about being more involved in that process. If you are not familiar with BNS, you should head over to bns.one. You can get a BNS name. You can head over to the BNS1 site to claim your .btc, .stx, or other BNS digital ID. It's super cheap. Couple of STX for a .btc name. It's under $1, just about $1 right now to register a .btc name. You can get a .stx name for 0.104 STX, so it's like less than 5 cents and that's a permanent. So you can get a .stx name for forever for like 5 cents today over at bns.one. And there is still ongoing discussion on what's going on to be added with the zone files. If you want to get back into that discussion before changes are made final on Friday, or this part of it is made final on Friday, you can head on over to the stacks.org. The stacks.org, Stacks Forum. I'm sorry, Stacks Forum. I think it's forum.stacks.org, or it might be stacks.com. I can't remember. It's not the Stacks Co, or you can get it to the stacks.co account, but I think it's stacks.org is where the forum actually is hosted. Find2Earn meta is here. We have 5 more Find2Earn games this morning. We have games with Leo, Rue, Welsh, Rap Nothing, and Bitcoin Pepe. I love all of those community coins. We are so blessed to have some great community coins in stacks. And Rubes from Leo will be joining us at 10 to host the first Leo live stream, coming to you at right after the Find2Earn rounds. Find2Earn rounds run at 9:30 a.m. Every Monday through Friday. And Xenitron from Skullcoin will come. We will run our games, and you need to share out the stream. So if you have not, please share out the stream. If you like our content, please share out the stream. It's really important. Good morning, Bottle Swaps, aka Wine Twits. I hope all is well in the STX AI world this morning. And we are seeking alpha and beta testers. If you head over to your DeOrganized.media, in your account screen, you can actually add a testnet wallet and combine your testnet wallet with your actual mainnet Stacks wallet. And that's a way where we can actually track and incentivize alpha and beta testers, testnet testers on Stacks. So if you're looking to become a tester, head on over to DeOrganized.media. We also have a DM group on Stacks. If you're a dev and you're looking to get testers to come and help poke around on your project and figure out, help you get some feedback or just find some bugs, DM us. We'll get you in that DM group, and we're growing this group of testers. So now we actually can incentivize properly and consistently on testing, and that is happening over at DeOrganized.media. Really quick, I want to say a shout out to one of our two awesome show sponsors. We have been working with, I'm a huge fan of Stacking DAO. I've been a fan of Stacking DAO for a long, long time. Stacking DAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. So how it works is you deposit your STX, you receive STX. And then unlike traditional staking, the unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately. So there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. You can choose to earn your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. If you want to start earning yields today, you can head over to stackingdao.com and jump on in. Stacking DAO, where liquidity meets opportunity. And I actually use both. And there's a link. This link right here will take you to it. There's a link in the comments below the live stream post. And if there's not, I'll get that out there sometime soon. But you guys can head over there. You deposit your stacks. You receive STX. You can actually then deploy that STX into other DeFi, like at Zest Protocol or Bitflow or all sorts of places. You can do that. Do stuff with the STX. So you can earn yield on your stacks that's earning yield. It's really on your liquid stacks. So head over to Stacking DAO. And I also want to just mention Bitflow. Bitflow is your all-in-one trading hub on Stacks, featuring a powerful DEX aggregator that pulls the best swap rates from platforms like Alex, Arcadico, and Velar. So you always get the most value for every trade. And you can actually head over to, we have a daily Zeely. The password you need, you have to tune in to get the password. So this is the only place to get it right now. Bitflow Mondays is the password for today's DeOrganized Zeely campaign. And this will bring you right to the post, and you can earn some Zeely points, get yourself lined up for maybe some future stuff that's going to come from collecting those points. Who knows? But with Bitflow, you can actually now also add SBTC or PBTC pools with no permanent loss, no pairing needed. You can start over at app.bitflow.finance/pool. You connect your Xverse app or Leather BTC wallet. It's easy and secure. Just hit Wallet Manager, but the Wallet Manager button to get started. And if you're a long-term planner, you also love their DCA tool. You can set it and forget it for BTC, SIP10 tokens, and runes over at Bitflow. And apparently there is an STX.ai network announcement. STX.domains seeking partners and developers now. Interesting. We'll have to talk more about that later. And I'm going to bring in, we've been missing you, Guy. We've been missing you. How you been?
What's up, man?
Have a nice vacation?
Oh, dude, the vacation was solid. Got some good rays. Got to touch some grass and see some nice scenery with the family, and spent some time with the Neff, and it was good, man. It was a good week away, and now I'm refreshed and ready to hit it hard, man. I come back and everything's bleeding. What happened?
You left, man. You're not allowed to go away anymore. Never. Obviously, the market doesn't like it when GPSC isn't doing the news every day.
Yeah, I saw that last week you had to stand in for one of the segments on the DeOrganized Nightly for Rafa's demo. It was really I watched it. It's pretty cool. The concept of like getting your BTC immediately and putting it to work, no waiting 6 blocks. It just it makes sense. I like what Rafa's doing. Big congrats to him. Always shipping, dude.
Yeah, that was nuts. He was like, "Hey, can we demo this tonight?" And I was like, "Well," and Blockface wanted to go on too. And then poor Blockface, like he had just gotten his access to like co-host access with Restream, and he's like, "I'll be there and like I'll be in there at like 6:45." And I was like, yeah, cool. And now obviously we have the puppy, and I got stuck with the puppy, and I totally lost track of time. So it wasn't until like all of a sudden it's like 3:07, and I'm like, oh my God, I never went to back. I got to go back in. I got to run the show. So we got it going. Blockface was like MIA. He'd been sitting there like waiting like 20 minutes waiting for me, and was finally like gave up. Thought I was blowing him off. So it was a little hairy, but
got it done. Got it done. Did he end up coming back?
He said he had left. He had gone out to the grocery store, so he didn't end up making it back to the night show.
Dang, man. We'll have to get him back on.
So we had Rafa on and Crypto Dude, and we played around. We did a BoostX demo again for people that hadn't seen it before. And we did
working on something cool with speaking of BoostX. Like, did you talk with Crypto Dude a little bit about like Cryptonauts?
I am familiar a little bit. I don't know all of that. I know that there's some details that I didn't quite follow, or I don't quite understand. Oh, we have Mel Bell.
Hi.
Good morning, Mel. How are you this fine red morning?
I'm good. It's a red morning.
Don't look at the price action if you haven't already.
I only look at it on a Sunday night when I buy Bitcoin.
Oh, so you looked at it last night?
Yeah, kind of briefly. I think it was like under 80 when I bought Bitcoin.
Yeah, it was under 80 last night. It dropped all the way down to under. I think it went under 75 briefly, even. Definitely went to 75. It's back up over 76. As of right now, actually, I haven't looked at it since before the broadcast.
Oh, 77.
Oh, good. So it's trending back up off of that low. Stacks, I bought some stacks this morning at 47 cents.
Wow. It's up to 52 again now.
Beautiful pie there.
Are you kidding me? It was like, because it's like we have a newborn baby. We had the puppy. He gets up and he has to pee. My daughter's actually been doing it for a 13-year-old. She's been doing an excellent job getting up with him at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and taking him out. But it still wakes me up. So I've been mostly like trying to sleep since
like a new baby.
It's exactly like having a new baby.
I thought it was interesting.
This is my last dog. This is the last dog I'm getting because after this dog, I'm traveling the world. I'm going to ashrams. I'm going to Bali. I'm going to India. I'm going to go on silent retreats. I'm going to walk the, what's that Spanish walk? The El Camino.
Yep.
So I'm doing all that. I'm going to spend a year traveling.
When you said Spanish walk, the cha-cha popped into my head. That's ADHD for you.
This is a long pilgrimage in Spain. What did I want to say about? What were you talking about just now? I wanted to say something. Anyway, I'll think about it just now. But I think time to buy. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Have you looked at the price of Dogcoin? How did I dodge that bullet? I'm telling you.
Oh, God damn it. I missed it. I didn't sell mine.
I'm telling you, guys, I'm going to have a new segment called The Financial Corner by Kitty. And
the Kitty Corner?
The Kitty Corner.
The Kitty Corner.
Michael.
Perfect.
And I'm going to offer financial advice because, guys, I actually think, shut up.
Careful. NFA.
No, this is FA.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
They don't have extradition laws in South Africa, right?
The views of DeOrganized do not
I would like to
represent
get
views
into America.
of their hosts and co-hosts.
Huh?
Oh, you can have your own Coming to America, like Eddie Murphy.
I'm just saying, if Kitty ruins your life with bad financial advice, it's not my fault.
Nobody's fault.
No.
It turns out that everyone's already down, so clearly they are taking bad advice. Right?
Exactly.
What are
and
you
guess who
complaining about?
isn't down in this
Bad.
whole situation? Guess
Good
who
kid.
isn't down? Because guess who said, how long ago was it? Dogcoin was at 22. And I said, I'm selling my Dogcoin. This is my play. Selling Dogcoin.
You definitely
Buying.
did.
Someone gave me $1,000 of SBTC. Still don't know who that is.
Secret admirer.
Mm-hmm.
My little, oops.
Oh damn! You just got another $10,000.
She just got
I'll
another
give you
$2,000.
$2,000. It's from my OnlyFans account.
If you just did that as a show, different hairstyles, $100,000.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
that's
let me
gonna be
just-
my OnlyFans.
Yeah, I don't even have to talk anymore. Just different hairstyles.
So I bought. What do you have to put tips for Peace? I'm doing this all for you, Peace. I'll tell you what, guys. Can we have a hairstyle a week, or a day? I'll do a different hairstyle a day for each one of us, and then you tip the best hairstyle, and then we see who gets the most tips.
We could do that. We could try it.
I was always.
You
have
to do it, Kitty.
I was thinking about doing an inverse.
You get
mohawk.
to choose the haircut that I have.
I like it.
I wanted to do the inverse mohawk, where instead of like the mohawk in the middle, you just like take out the center, like including this.
Oh,
the sides.
Okay.
This
thing that you speak of happened to me.
Shut up.
So I used to have blonde hair, like white blonde hair. I insisted that it was going to be white blonde hair. This is my natural hair color. I'm one of the only people that you'll meet that has actual black hair. Okay. So, of my skin, with my skin color. So, I go to the hairdresser. I say, I want white blonde hair. They do it for me. Long story short, my hairdresser goes away. I'm going to a function. I say to the woman, listen, I can't go to this function. I'm going to have to walk on the red carpet. Do you know who my husband is? I have to have my roots covered. So I have them done. I go to the function. I look amazing. And I wake up the next morning and guess this is a true story. My hair is on the pillow and my head is over here.
Oh.
It fell off. All I had, I'm not even joking, because she didn't do the under roots so much. I had 2 chunks, like literally, I had 2 pieces of hair. It was all gone. The whole top, the whole back, and I had these 2 funny things sticking up the side.
Did you still show up to the event?
No, really. I went to the event.
Is after.
This is when I woke up the next morning.
The next morning. So you lucked out.
I had to wear that, and I was getting married in 6 months.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
So I had to wear, and I was like bald in the middle of my hair. I'd been growing my hair. I mean, who dyes their hair blonde anyway before their wedding? What?
You have an unintentional side pony.
No, I just, for a year, they had to.
You're like one of those Asian dudes that just has the ponytail, but it's all bald.
This is rock and roll. So for a year, they had to treat my hair, like to make it grow long again. But for the 6 months up until my wedding, I grew it. And then I had like little tufts because that's obviously cut off the 2 long pieces. So I had like my hair must have been about that long by the time we got to my wedding. And my wedding was being shot for a cover of a magazine. Okay, 2 magazines. We had journalists flying with us too, because we got married in Zanzibar. We spent 2 weeks there with a whole bunch of people. We brought 40 people with us for 2 weeks. Anyway, they put hair extensions in my hair. Now, I'm pretty much a tomboy, okay? So now I've got these hair extensions sticking in my hair. They're driving me around the bend. So the night before I get married, all the dudes go to the resort next door. And in my resort, it's just girls. So I say, I'm going to go bed early, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, all the girls are in my room. And a long story short, we are eventually naked on the beach. And all I really have on my head is my hair extensions. And I got stuck in a bush.
Bush.
That's a no
Yeah,
good.
so like this, in the bush with my hair extensions. So
Wait,
like
you
a
got
whole
stuck
bunch
in
of...
I got stuck in a bush with some naked chicks on a beach once.
That's what I thought you were describing. Like
I
one
was
final.
naked. So that's why I jumped in a bush, because some people were coming. It was
Some
dark.
people
It was late at night. So, and we had
Jumped in
hired
a bush.
we had hired out the whole resort. So we assumed that the beach in front of the resort was also ours.
That's how Peace has 7 kids, because he jumped in that. Never mind.
That's
Anyway.
exactly right.
I got married with
People were
like a few
coming.
stuffy bits with no extensions in the front.
You and Peace have similar paths.
Anyway, that was prior to Bitcoin. That's how I lived my life. Prior to Bitcoin, I'm matured now. I invest in Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin.
I
just have to
think
bring
you should go
Bitcoin
back.
into that story.
I think you should
I
go
think-
back.
Bitcoin is definitely. I do want to actually. I just saw some news. We had heard reports of an emergency Fed meeting. However, I just confirmed that that's just they have a regular every other Monday meeting, and the reports that it's an emergency meeting, which there were a bunch of reports on X. Apparently, that's false.
False
It's just
flag.
they're
I
not.
think
There's no emergency meeting. They're not coming to save us yet. So
I think every meeting is an emergency meeting now, right?
In the
Well,
state of things, yeah.
what's the
We are in a
emergent
state of
situation?
emergency.
State of
Stock market's
emergency.
the stock market's crashing. We can't have that. Prices can't ever go down.
Oh my
They
God.
only go up.
I
So
heard
now,
that.
guys, tell me about all that. So the stock market is crashing. I saw there's a prediction for a recession for 2025 in the States. And that is all based on the tariffs. And there's everyone's jumping up and down about the tariffs. So
Right. A lot of it's just media fear driven, you know.
yeah, what's it
And-
called?
and
Fear mongering. Fear mongering.
It's fear mongering.
Well, people act as if the stock market is the only key performance indicator of a civilization, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, were things going so much better before this? No, we were just kind of like a death.
majority
by
of people have
printing.
had right. The
Yeah.
majority of people have had zero impact over
Yeah.
the last. Like they're not 3 months ago before we had any tariffs. Their lives are exactly the same. They're exactly the same. They're getting up.
Now they
they're
just
going
have
to
something
school.
else to talk about over. Yeah.
Right. Now they just
And I
have,
guess it's helpful
they
to
have more
someone
told
to-
opinions.
and they have someone to blame now because they lost the election, right? All the people complaining now, and so this is their cathartic moment where they're like,
We told you.
Yeah, and that's just the mainstream media that
Yeah.
anybody who looks at the mainstream media news actually is like,
I also heard like millennials aren't complaining because they don't
uninformed.
have any stocks.
Or
So
misinformed.
there's that. Yeah.
yeah,
Actually,
listen, there's big trouble on the way for people. I was reading that on the weekend, which obviously I knew anyway from reading some other book that I read. But the fact that we're going to have this huge problem where for the first time in history, you've got all these under 30s who have the sort of this new wealth. And then you've got all these over 50s who have spent their entire life investing in something that is now, collapsing, fiat. So everybody's got these fiat investments, money. And the young guys are investing in Bitcoin. And when this all goes to shit, you're going to have these old people who basically their pensions are worth shit. Is that...
Yeah. The pensions were dead a long time ago because of inflation. So essentially, inflation deleted their wealth beneath their feet. They're just waking up to it now.
Right. Yes, fiat didn't become fucked yesterday.
No, it started back in maybe
50,
it
60
started
years ago.
based on the way we responded in 2008 is what's coming to roost today.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually right. And it's
Yes,
still not
well,
even. There's still a long way to go to fix this too.
What's
Like, there's a
happening
lot to
now,
happen.
Bitcoin was built for this. So
Right.
this is the proof of Bitcoin, where we go through this and where Bitcoin is on the other side of 2025, 26 is what it was built for. So it's going to be very interesting.
I think you're going to, well, who knows, right? Who knows what's going to happen? There's a lot going on
Nobody.
in the macro economic situation. It seems like Europe and Ukraine are really pushing to dig in and continue war. It looks like they're not looking to actually settle peace, which can have huge rippling effects. Who knows what's going to happen with the US and Iran and all the sable rattling that's going on there. That's a strategic location that's close to home for China and Russia. So there's a lot of hotbed issues in the global markets, in the macro situation. But you also have the tariffs is a shock to the system because people thought it was just a bluff, and now it's really not. So this is the response to that. The response to it's only going to happen once, and then it's baked in. You know, you're not going to see like 3 months from now, oh, there's still tariffs and the market's going to tank again. Like, this is a one-time event, in my opinion. So I don't think that. I think it's just the players have to get used to the situation, see what's going to happen. In the long term, I think you're going to see more investment in new businesses come back to the U.S. To avoid paying to be able to maintain access to our markets and then not have to pay, not have to have tariffs eat away at your profits. That's the
thing, you know, and what people don't understand, and I think coming from a country where we had such radical, horrific change that shocked everybody, you know, and I can't say that the promises that were made or whatever have come to fruition, because it hasn't. It's still a shit show over here. But my learning out of all of this was that there has to be a bunch of pain for you to fix things that are completely fucked, because you have to sort of rebuild them from zero. You know, you can't. The problem with what's going on there is that they've just kept putting bandage upon bandage upon bandage, you know, until you can't have any more bandages anymore. It's rotten at the first bandage, you know.
They'll figure out a way to game it, but the establishment doesn't actually hate it when they can crash the equities market and they know what to expect so that they can redistribute wealth back in their own direction again. GP, I don't know where I want to, before we actually run out of time, and Mel, real quick, just give me a breakdown of, so what were the changes in what were the changes in South Africa that actually took place
when Nelson Mandela was released?
Yeah, real quick, give us like just a quick breakdown and it took time after that for those changes to actually take hold too, right?
No, not necessarily. It was pretty instant. And then we had this time of, you know, he was an incredible man, and it just felt like we were so united under him, you know. And he obviously, there was like a lot of good, you know, that we could sense the feelings of good coming out of it. Everybody was like this thing. Anyway, and then he obviously passed away, and Thabo Mbeki became our president, and Julius Malema kind of rose up on the like very radical front. And he has enjoyed, you know, for him, the only thing he has is in his pocket is racism. So he won't let it go. So it's gotten from the point of, he has these rallies where he says, kill the white people. They take little white babies, they put them on sticks with all blood coming off them. Elon Musk tweeted about it the other day. It's putting us in a state of like, it's like war kind of thing against us. We're scared, people are scared. So they're killing farmers. There's a lot of farm murders going on at the moment based in that, and I mean, you can't say it, but we all know it's them. They sing, kill the bood, and then they send people out to go and kill the farmers and then trying to take the land back. At the same time,
this was more of a social. It's a socioeconomic reaction to a prior situation, or is it just someone taking advantage of like kind of an opportunity to basically foster, basically divide and conquer type of dynamics where.
Yeah, it's where everything, it's been since 1994, right? I was at university when this all happened, when the first intake of non-whites were allocated into the varsity. I mean, historically, if you go into the SABC, where they record albums and the old TVs, you literally had two separate buildings with like two separate entrances right next to each other. It was like insane. I mean, the things that we used to see here, like we'd have two bus benches next to each other, and the one would say non-whites, and the other ones would say whites only. I mean, it was
just a completely segregated society. But it's not like that anymore.
People weren't allowed to get married. I mean, friends of ours, they loved each other. It was, and yet they couldn't get married. They were illegal. They would go to jail. So that's why it's so mental. So they would leave the country anyway. So then we had all that going on. And that's why my husband became so popular, was because he had written a song when this happened to Nelson Mandela, that said, because there's obviously a lot of hatred towards white Afrikaners, because the white Afrikaners were the ones who had done all the oppression, who had brought about this term apartheid, and who had put the bus benches next to each other, like a black bench that says black people and a white bench that says white people. I mean, and then obviously no education. So, it was just, a lot of people were paid in alcohol. The farm workers were paid in alcohol. I mean, that's what no money, food, house.
That's not a good situation also.
No. So so then my husband, I mean, he wasn't part of the whole political movement, but very much for the youth. He wrote a song for Nelson Mandela. I mean, his band was very famous, and he wrote a song that the lyric was, "What would you say if I said I love you?" And it was like a white Afrikaner saying to Nelson Mandela and the people he represented, "What would you say to me if I said I love you? Here I am standing before you. I'm sorry," and the kids just went crazy. They would have the kids at the concert just united everybody, no matter what color. It was an amazing experience. So a lot of the documentary about my husband follows this course, because it was very much a fuck you to the old government. And none of these Afrikaans white children knew how to get away from what was being, perpetuated by their parents and the political party. Anyway, so cut a long story short, we had these two kind of parties that were very strong. We had the EFF, which is run by Julius Malema, and then we had our ANC government, and then we had the Democratic Party, which was the smaller one representing the whites. And Thabo Mbeki was
still just not fixed.
No. Then we had the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, where everybody sat around and spoke about racism and it was supposed to clear the air completely, but it didn't. So it still sits like a festering wound, and it's not being fixed because our current ANC government is as corrupt as anything. During COVID, when they were bussing in food to people, they would stop the trucks and take all the food. I mean, it's so bad you can't even understand. So they haven't fixed the schooling system. They haven't fixed the job system. We've got literally, I think, more poor people with, but they go to rallies and they throw out T-shirts just before the elections and get voted for, but they're keeping the people uneducated and jobless so that they'll vote for them. It's like catastrophically, ANC must fall.
That's what they do to the Democrats in the U.S.
Is that the same story?
Yeah. They have an average reading level of grade 6, and none of them have jobs, and so that's how they get votes.
Yeah.
It's a little more complicated than that.
And then they hand out T-shirts at a rally. They get like all the top singers to come and sing at a massive rally. It's on all the TV, the lower income TV channels, and they're like, whoa! And there is, inciting on the other side, the EFF inciting everybody. You can get farmland if you go kill the farmer. You can just own the farm, which is obviously nonsensical.
Real
so
quick,
now
we had shout out. Good morning, Reese. Reese says good morning, and he says the ANC must fall. I want to before we're
that's the political rant of South Africa.
No, that's great. I love it. GP, I want you to tell us real quick about the Zest, what you got going on with the Zest.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on with it? I forget what you're calling it.
So I've orchestrated with a couple based community founders. I've got Jack Switch from Rue, got Rubes from Leo. He can talk a little bit with me about this, but I've organized the Zest meme coin sprint. So there's a new section in the Zest protocol Discord called the Meme Coin Corner, where we're getting together and putting some challenges together for everybody to participate in and make memes, have some fun. On Wednesday after the Zest town hall, I'm gonna do a meme lesson and host a space and teach people about making memes. It's a good form of it's the new way people communicate. So I'm going to teach some people how to cook and then have a good time and then have a competition. And there's all sorts of prizes. So big shout out to our sponsors, Jack Switch, Rubes, Silky Jones from Flat. And we're also we're going to sponsor some STSDX. And we're putting together these community chests, these Zest community chests. And for the first week of this Zest meme coin sprint, there's going to be a daily rumble in the Zest Discord to where you can earn one of these Zest community chests. So go in there, click the swords, get an assortment of different meme coin, community coins really, and some STSDX just for clicking some swords and getting involved.
So the rumble is back.
Yeah, man. And there's a lot more planned for the rest of the month as well. This is the first month that we're doing the meme coin sprint. So
people just need to go into they can read more about that and participate in the Zest Discord.
Yes, and I also have a little bit of information pinned on my main profile. So follow GPSC_STX, and on my pin post you can read a little bit about the Zest meme coin sprint. I'm looking forward to having fun, just having some activities and rewarding the community for being strong, hodling on, and just having some fun. And I have some fun initiatives planned in the Stacking DAO Discord as well. We're going to be doing some Pokemon tournaments, some poker tournaments, some giveaways, stuff like that. So definitely join both. I mean, I'm doing a lot. I've got an activity schedule for the month of April made for both the Zest and Stacking DAO communities. Jump on in.
Very good. Very cool. I just want to shout out DeFi Dictator. What's up, buddy? And good morning, Rozar. How you doing today, man? And actually, I think this is a good chance to have a quick word from our sponsor at Stacking DAO. Let me
Gets me pumped every time. Every time.
Yep. Blockface had to run, but always great having him in on the combo. He probably is afraid to play us in Find2Earn because he's been having trouble winning the last few times.
He was getting
Yeah,
good at it.
I'm leaving
Yeah.
Find2Earn as well because I suck too much.
No, Kitty, you're getting better at it too. And the more you practice, you'll get in Pro League soon. You know, you got 1 win under your belt, right? You only need 2 to graduate.
That was not really a win. Let's not talk about like cheating because we don't cheat, people.
No cheating.
True, we don't. cheat.
It's gonna be fun. You know, I thought it was cool to see, like, even though the markets are bleeding, stacks moved up in market cap rank, right?
Yeah.
So it means that other alts bled harder,
It's gained against Stacks has actually gained against other other projects.
And you're seeing like metrics like all-time high stacking, Dow TVL and stuff like that. Like, the builders are building here, and there's more stuff being built here than there ever was. So much alpha. So
Tons of building. Tons of building.
I'm buying at these levels, man. This is, I want to secure the network. That's my goal.
Me too.
What are you buying?
Stacks, and then I'm supplying my. I'm minting STSDX with my stacks, earning yield, and then I'm supplying that on Zest and earning some more yield and some points and stuff. So, that's the
I don't
player.
know what to do. I'm still sitting with $2,000 and I don't know where to put it.
Oh, you take that, Kitty. You take it to stacking Dow.
I'd put it in right. I'd buy STX.
I have got $1,000 is STX and the other $1,000 is, let's see. I don't know what to do with it.
So what I would do is I would put it all into STX, and then I'd put it all into stacking down. I'd probably put half of it into STSTX and half of it into STSTX BTC.
Wait, I need to, I need to make a note of this. Okay, here. So I've got $1,000 of stacks and $1,000 of SBTC.
Yeah, you could take that and
I can change them.
Oh, you can put that into a liquidity pool if you wanted to, like on somewhere. But like, dude, I would take it and stack it.
Where am I gonna make the most bucks?
Well, 10% is nice.
Everybody knew. If somebody knew. Real quick, a word from our sponsors at Bitflow. And when we come back, I believe we'll be in the Game Master will be here. We'll have Find2Earn rounds.
Okay.
Who makes your ads?
That's a new one. I didn't see it last week because I was gone.
Those come from those come from so we run ads that are provided by our sponsors, actually.
Wow.
Okay.
Very, very good stuff.
Getting very like jacked, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we're starting to become like a real. We had like 4 shows on Friday with the BNS show after our other shows. So yeah, we're starting to become like just more and more legit every day.
You had a busy week last week, man. Like, I feel like I missed a lot, dude. That's what it feels like taking a week in this space in stacks. Dang. Base
Did you
chat.
also take a week off?
No, I was here all week.
No, EP.
He was off he was off from Tuesday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really
I
a whole
took a
week.
few days.
And then as soon as he got back Friday night, he was like posting and blowing up everybody's DMs because he had missed it for 4 days.
I had FOMO so bad, dude. I was like, what did I miss? What did I miss? The alpha? Oh no. So did the ad run last week, right before?
It is time. The Game Master is here. How are you today, sir?
Game time.
Hi, Zenny.
GM everyone. I'm dead as market.
Dead is the that is dead. Pretty
Hey,
dead
it's
this
moving.
morning.
It can't be dead if it's moving.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know.
dead.
Just be some residual electricity in the nervous system.
It's like a chicken when its head's cut off. You know,
Ah,
chickens still run around when you chop their heads off.
They-
I
they
grew up
do.
on a farm. Yeah. I grew up on
Oh,
a farm, and that's how we
scary
would
stories.
have our dinner.
I love scary stories.
Huh?
he loves scary stories about
Yeah.
chickens that are
Blood
possessed.
spurting out and running around without its head on. Do you know how that traumatized? That's why I'm a vegan. I can't eat chicken.
You can't, because you've seen them too much. You've seen them. You've been too close to the process.
Yeah, to have like a little chicken grow up around you.
You'd rather keep it as a
Like,
pet. than eat it.
Little
Yeah,
chicken, little chicken. And then the next thing you got to eat it.
It's so good.
All right.
Though. Straight
So
up. So
we have 5 rounds of Find to Earn today. We have rounds sponsored by RooCoin, LeoCoin, Bitcoin Pepe, Wrapped Nothing, and Welsh Corgi Coin. All the great community projects in Stacks, community coins, community meme projects, all great stuff. And so we have 5 rounds. Zenny, how many rounds are we doing that are whitelist rounds today?
We'll do one, the first one, and
All right,
other
so
will
the
be
first
open.
round, great, perfect. So the first round will be a whitelist round, and what you guys are going to be looking for, those that haven't played before, and if you are ready to play, say hi in the live chat. It always helps us. You have to stream out the live stream, but it also helps us to let us know that you're ready and waiting to play. We don't want to like start the games too soon before people are tuned in, but the games will start very shortly. So tell your friends, and you're going to be on the Skullcoin account on X. That's Skullcoin BTC right here. And you're going to be on there. Make sure I got the right share. Yeah, that's good. And you're going to see a round. This is like the game round. This is what the game round looks like. So you get a starting link. It tells you what the prize is. You have a starting link. You got to repost the stream and like and repost the round. You click that starting link. It's going to open up your Google Maps. And then from in this page, you're going to drop the little yellow peg guy that you pick up in the right-hand corner. And you're going to drop them in somewhere to try to find the location on the map. You search around in Street View. You can drop in, drop out. And then let's say that this was the right spot. It's not, but let's say this was the right spot. You click share. You copy that link. You go back into the round, back into the post for the round, and you comment. You would drop the comment link and you click reply. And if you're the first one and you get the right link, you win the prize for that round. This was $10 worth of Pepe token, more or less. And that is how the game rounds go. And Zenny, when you're ready, I am ready. So we're ready.
Okay.
And if you want to kind of drop the rounds a little bit rapid fire too, depending on how it goes.
Yeah, okay, we'll just start and we'll see how it goes.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm almost ready.
All right. And I think GP actually probably has to drop off in a minute because he's got a team meeting he's got.
Yeah.
GP, are you going to be back for the Are you going to be back for the Leo show? Or
The link.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, the live stream link. Hold on, I'll get that for you right now.
Am I gonna be back for the night show?
The night show, right?
Yeah, I'll be definitely. We're back in action this week, so I'll be hosting the DeOrganized nightly segment, and actually on Friday, me and Zenny are gonna do some Find2Earn rounds at the tail end of the show. So definitely tune in on Friday, guys. We're gonna have some fun, and that's part of the Zest meme coin split as well.
Yeah. We'll play in Discord, yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna play in Discord.
So be ready to join to Discord.
Right on. Yeah, I hope you guys have a very blessed rest of your day. I'm gonna bounce. I will catch you guys on the flip side and catch you on the nightly segment.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for joining today, GP. I'm so glad to have you back in action, and looking forward to getting back into the swing of the night show and all of that. But happy to have you back, man. You were missed. I'm glad you had a nice time away, but you can't leave again.
I can't leave again for the rest of the year. Heard.
That's it.
All right. Later.
All right, so we're over on the Skull Coin page, and we are waiting.
Ready? Yeah, we play for whitelist, so only people from whitelist can leave the comment. And this is a game for newcomers. It's not so hard, very easy. You have just go to Google Street View and find location. From the photo, you have to share the link on the top right corner, and you will win.
Am I on the
Is
the
Melanie
list
on
of
the white
people
list?
Yeah, you always.
I've
Forever.
always done it.
You're on the permanent white list.
Okay,
I'm so bad.
you are so good.
I don't even have a yellow pig, man.
You below the whitelist. Okay, above and beyond. Are you ready? Let's go.
We are ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right, that is our countdown, and we're going to
First
refresh
game
the
is
screen.
on. Yeah, let's
The
go.
game is on. So we are on the Skull Coin page, and we refresh. So this one is for Rue. 2,000 Rue coin are up for grabs. We repost the stream. We have to do that. And we're going to click on this map. And the image we're looking for is this image that's below the post. So you won't see the kangaroo riding the bicycle, but you'll see the graffiti,
Really?
you'll see the
Are
signs.
you sure?
I'm not sure actually. Sometimes the game master has some trickery up his sleeve. So I don't know. But I'd be looking for those signs. The signs are what's sticking out to me. That's not it. It is on a corner, so maybe that hedge. Let me actually go back to the... It's not an easy one, it doesn't look like. Did we have winners yet? I'm having a hard time finding it. Huh? There's a hedge. That's not the one.
Hey, I found it.
Share.
Okay.
You did?
Yeah. Copy. And then I go here. And I go post no reply. I think it's it. I'm just doing it quickly in case it is. Oh my god, imagine if I found it.
I think you
I
won.
don't know though. Please check.
Yeah, taken.
Is it
Let's
right?
see.
Let me check. Proof of game is the coordinates or the link. So by notification, winner is Melanie.
Yes!
Melanie was
She got it.
was faster
She
than
got it.
Tamil Chat.
You were 10 seconds
Yeah, for
faster.
10 seconds. Melanie is the winner of the room.
Yes!
You were saying you would never
And I
win.
won!
You thought you'd never win legitimately. You got your first legitimate win, Mel.
That's so cool.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's go.
That's nice.
All right. We got 4 more
We'll
rounds
play
to go.
fast
Very
one
good
more
stuff.
game
We
for
got
whitelist. Since Melanie beats everyone.
one more game
And-
for
and we
whitelist. And one more game for whitelist, and then we'll drop the other 3 like back
Okay,
to
okay.
back.
Am I no longer on the whitelist after my?
No, we will add you again.
No, you have to win 2.
yeah,
He said you get to be on the whitelist forever.
exactly.
So congratulations, Melanie, getting her first official win in the Find2Earn games.
I can't believe it.
And so for all of you who have been playing with us, make sure that you keep, sometimes it gets a little discouraging because you feel like you're never going to win. You're never going to win. But if you keep playing, costs you nothing but a couple minutes to come play with us. And you do actually have an opportunity to win. Everybody can do it. Even if you feel like you're having a hard time getting it, eventually you get it. And Melanie beat me. I was actually trying. I don't think I was on the list, but I didn't find it. You found it before I did. Yeah.
Wow. How did I do that?
So excellent job, Melanie.
How did I know?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, I went. That's not what I wanted.
What
to do.
made me choose that area?
Sometimes it's just good luck and
I
instincts.
went down and I was like, it's close. I don't know what I did that made me think of it. Yeah, it is just luck where you put your little.
Well, right. Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's something that's subtle that kind of
Yeah.
captures your eye.
Like our life. Sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's something.
Yeah.
Okay, we are ready.
say
We
I
are ready
That's
to
true.
play the next
Something.
game. Something. Beyond the mind.
All right. So we got game round getting ready to launch.
Okay.
Make sure you share out the live stream. Good morning, Timoen. Good morning, DJ and Hush.
Okay, one more game for whitelist. Let's go. 5,
One more game for
5,
whitelist.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Refresh, and we are on the Skull Coin page. Again, this is for whitelist players. If you aren't on the whitelist and you would like to get on the whitelist, you just got to drop a comment below the game round or below the live stream. Let us know, and we'll get you registered on the whitelist for the games, for the new player games. So that if you've won more than 1 or 2 times, you won't be eligible for the whitelist, but we will have open rounds. The next 3 rounds will be open rounds, and this is the game round. You got to like and repost. This is the image you're going to be looking for. You got the one puppy will be in the image. The other puppy won't be in the image. You got another hedgerow. So you're looking for this stuff. And then we're going to go to the link. Someone might have already found it. Sometimes these go real fast. So we go to the link. This is the starting location. I'm just here trying to find that puppy. I see a lot of hedge. Oh, I think I found, this is the guy with the puppy, and that's it. This is it. So I found that image. That's the puppy. And I'm going to click share. I'm going to copy that link.
Are you playing?
Well, I'm playing just a demo, but I can't actually win. And it looks like Tamil Chad,
Okay, we have a winner.
who you beat.
Tamil Chat. He was a second silver medal before. He lost to Melanie, but now he won.
Well
Congrats.
done.
Congratulations, Tamil Chad. and he's got his BTC ready. For those of you, if you do not have a .btc or .stx name, we will sponsor that. If you win, if you're a first-time winner on Find2Earn, we will sponsor your BNS name. And we do use the BNS names to distribute prizes via BoostX. BoostX is a really new innovative technology created by Crypto Dude and his friend Crypto Smith. And they do they're working on some great projects, but BoostX is actually a way to add functionality for stacks directly on X. And we love using it to help distribute our prizes for Find2Earn every Monday through Friday on DeOrganized. So we've got 3 rounds to go. These will be open rounds. You do not need to be on a whitelist, but you do need to be on the Skullcoin page waiting and ready.
Them simultaneously, so you can play any game, you can compete any players, because all 3 games will be launched in the same time. You just have to guess and choose a game you like more.
That's it. So you'll have 3 rounds to pick, and if you find one real quick and no one's found it, you can play in all the rounds. We've had people win multiple rounds when they were launched simultaneously. So
okay, let me share the stream.
I couldn't find this one. I'm still looking for it.
You have just to go forward.
Yeah. I just wanted, oh, hang on, no. I just wanted to see if I could find it, but no.
sometimes it really is like whatever way you just pick to go.
Yeah.
Actually is what ends up solving, getting you where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
Let me real quick.
Also, just while we're here, I have got this week on my show, I have got an amazing guest, Mark Hendrickson.
Oh,
Leather, yeah. Marky
Wallet.
Mark.
Yeah.
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Mark Hendrickson from Leather that's on Thursday.
Yeah.
On Bitcoin and Beyond, where Melanie goes way beyond and gets the juicy details about the background of all of these amazing people in our ecosystem. So make sure you tune in at noon Eastern on Thursday.
Yeah. And thank you very much to Peace, who produces it, and to DeOrganized Media for supporting what we do. I do it in collaboration with you guys. So thanks very much. But I've had some amazing chats. So I've been really enjoying it. I really enjoyed my conversation with Michael last week. I think I'm going to decide.
Yeah, that was actually a great conversation with Michael that you did. That was another great one.
He's so interesting. Jesus, he's so smart. It's
Michael is very good, in conversation. He should participate in the show more.
Yeah. What the thing with Michael is? He's good one-on-one because he's absorbing all this information into his head. He's listening and he's processing this information, and then he'll just say 2 sentences of extreme wisdom. Very incredible guy. So I was thinking I'd love to do a weekly thing just with Michael,
Yeah.
We could actually just incorporate a one day a week into the morning segment even too. If you guys wanted to do just a segment off of the morning show at some point, we just run into it.
Yeah, and then we just have a topic, and we can't have a topic because we're going from
Well, you can start with a topic and see where it goes.
Yeah. I've actually bought, for my interviews, I bought it today, so it's going to arrive this week somewhere this week. But it's a box of cards that you spend time with your gran, and then she answers all these questions, and it's kind of you get to keep, what's in her mind, all the valuable things before she passes away. So it's really getting to know her life. And there's hundreds of cards in there, and you sort of film her answering these questions. Anyway, I bought this and I'm going to use it, like do a pick a card for my interviews. And people are going to have to pick a card or two, and then they have to answer the questions.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe I'll ask Peace one once a week as well. Peace, I don't think Peace listens to me anymore.
Yeah.
No, I do. I was I froze for a second. I clicked on a. I'm trying to do a bunch of things at the same time here, guys. I make it look like I'm
so interesting, Peace. Good Lord.
Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I want to bet some more money.
Easy money.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We got 3 rounds coming up live. We are on the Skull Coin page. We are waiting for the countdown.
Yeah, we played 3 games simultaneously. You can choose any game to play. You can compete others. You can like predict what game the people plays less, or like make real competition. 3 games, nothing, Leo and Pepe. Okay, let's go. 5,
Let's go.
4, 3, 2, 1. The first game is on for nothing. The second game for Leo. And the last but not least, the game for Pepe. Problems, bro? It's called like this.
Don't forget, you gotta like and repost. You gotta share out the stream, and you gotta pick which one you're gonna play first. Although that is not that. That's that. And 1, 2. So I refreshed too quick. So I'm gonna go with the nothing round. I'm gonna try to find that black car in front of this building. Let's see. I think it might be like right here. Nope. Maybe
If
not.
you play a game, don't forget to repost, share, like.
Right. You must repost the stream, like, and share.
And I tell you if we have winners to any game, so we can switch to other game as fast as possible. But you are slow since you are humans.
This does look similar, but it's not. We got these minions in the
We have a
background.
lot of players, people repost, share. Oh, we have a winners.
Oh, we got a winner for game 1.
Yeah, we have a winner for 2 games, I believe, already, because we have a lot of players. So for the first game, nothing. The winner is DeFi Dictator.
Good job,
And we have the
DeFi
winners
Dictator.
Okay, we have all winners. The second game.
They've all. All right.
The third game, Pepe. We have a winner. It's Circunilingus. Our honorable username. And for the second game, Leo game, we have a winner. It's Crypto Finder.
Congratulations.
Nice. So we got some of our OG players, and we got a bunch of guys playing in each round too. We have multiple answers, so
yeah, we have a lot.
Everyone was close.
But we are using timestamps on X platform, on Twitter, so this is fair competition. We see who was earlier.
Right. We know who actually posted first based on the timestamps on X. So we know who the winner is, but we have multiple winners, and that's why you have to be quick. You have to be ready. You have to be on the Skull Coin page in order to get your chance to win. And that was great. Really awesome. Another congratulations to all of our winners. Sorry to hear, Elder Statesman, that your network is misbehaving. That is one of the pitfalls of playing live Find2Earn games, is that if your network is giving you a hard time, sometimes it falls through for you. But thank you guys so much for joining. In like 2 minutes, we will have Rubes from the Leo coin community joining us to talk about the Leo coin community and where they've come from, all the stuff that they've been producing, the history of the token, and what's going on in the space. Thank you so much, Xenitron, for the Find2Earn rounds. Thank you. Congratulations, Mel, on getting your first official victory, and looking forward to many more.
I know. What am I going to do with my Rue coins? I've still got my Hermetica. I need to do all of that today. Go and sort out my...
Oh, yeah, you should be. Yeah, you got to earn yield on your Hermetica over at Hermetica.fi. Rue, there's a couple things you could do with it. You could convert it to Rue runes if you wanted to, or you could stack it. You could actually put it into a Rue runes pool, or you could just hold it for speculation.
Can't
That's
I
what
like
I do
farm
with
it
mine,
or
actually.
something? Put it in a liquidity pool. I'll find something.
You could put it into a liquidity pool. Yeah, you could put it. Velar definitely has a Rue liquidity pool. I'm not sure if Bitflow does.
I'll go have a
I
look.
don't think
today.
they have one on Alex.
Yeah, and then also just one last mention about my show. Please head over to the link in my bio, my Twitter bio. That's got the link to my YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe there, and please join us either on my X or on my YouTube on Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. I'm going to be talking to Mark Hendrickson from Leather, and I hope to see you there. I think it's going to be a lot of fun chatting to him. Thank you.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Really excited about that.
Thank you.
Bitcoin and Beyond every Thursday at noon Eastern with the amazing Melanie Karstens. And she does awesome. We love having you here on the morning show too.
I
With
love
us.
you.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you.
Good
I love
Pete is the best.
everyone.
Best
I feel
of the
very
best.
lucky. Huh?
You are the best of the best.
Aww. Coming from a dead guy, so you comparing me to
Yeah.
both living and dead
Yes.
people.
From underworld.
All time. Yeah. I mean, he's got both. You're the best of both worlds, Mel.
Yeah.
Thanks, Denny. I love you too. And I'm still going to play poker with you. Please, can we have a
Oh.
live poker session, me and Zenny?
One day, one day.
I would love to see what happens with that, but I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't play poker with the game master myself. Maybe with like fake checkers, like not real money. I'm just to have fun.
Yeah, we will play when
But
we become rich with stacks by $10. Yeah, well, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
We just throw
Yeah.
that. It's just a plastic. Just a plastic.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
toy money
Yeah, sure.
because we're so rich.
I feel like I can learn a lot about poker playing against Zenny.
Yeah.
Listen, I've
So
developed a reputation as a poker player, but probably crap against any. But I want to go against the best in the world. I like to do that.
Nice. Because like
I prefer playing. I play chess. I prefer to play against the best players
yeah,
available.
you
'cause-
grow as a person. The better opponent, better you play. It's
The better
like
your game.
you know the movie Guy Ritchie Revolver movie is amazing movie.
Who? Which movie?
Revolver Guy Ritchie movie with Jason Statham. Revolver.
I can't hear you because of your mask. It's not coming out.
Revolver.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the movie,
No, me
but I
neither.
kind of understand the concept.
I recommend.
But it's. Let me real quick. We have the Leo space coming up in a minute. I just need to give a quick shout out to Stacking DAO, the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately. So there are zero switching fees when moving from other Stacks pools. Plus, you've got options. You can choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. Want to start earning yields today? Head on over to stackingdow.com and jump in. Stacking Dow, where liquidity meets opportunity. And with that, we actually have Rubes in the house.
Hey, Rubes.
What is
Hey
what
guys,
is up,
how's
man?
it going?
Hey,
We're excited to have you out here. Rubes is the founder of Leo Coin. Leo is Munib's cat, the founder's cat. He's actually an amazing cat. He shows up all over the place in our ecosystem, dropping Leo coins and some other cool stuff going on all over the place. So we're super psyched to have Rubes here, man. You are a tremendous community, just not in just Leo either. You're just an overall Stacks community, Chad. So we're super excited to have you here today.
There are two kind words there. I'm not very good with taking compliments, but yeah, very kind of you guys. Happy to be here. It's been a long time coming. I feel like I've been trying to get on the show for a while, and conflicts and stuff, and super busy with Leo, with Stacks tools, and yeah, everything else going on. So it's been a bit of a hectic last sort of 3 to 6 months. But yeah, glad to finally be on.
Yeah, glad to finally have you on. And I know it's not easy. Different time zones and everything too. And you're definitely a busy guy. You have so many things you're cranking on in our ecosystem. Love STX tools, by the way. I think it's a great value add to our ecosystem as well, as all you do with Leo and the community there. So yeah, super psyched to have you on. And why don't you give us a little bit of the history of the Leo coin? Like, where did it start? How did you decide to make a meme coin about Munib's cat, and all the details on it?
Yeah, okay. So let's go for let's go for the overview. So I came into Stacks in October 2021. It was for the Megapont 8th mint. I was quite heavily into like Ethereum NFTs and stuff, and a couple of guys who also founded Leo said, "Oh, you should check out Megapont Apes. They've got a mint coming." So I did. I came across. Didn't really know a lot about Stacks itself. Didn't really, know the Bitcoin layer 2. Didn't really know any of the details or the tech. Just came for the NFT, and then obviously the past few years, meeting all the community members, learning more about the tech and kind of where the future was going. We've kind of felt, a few of us made Leo in December 2023, and we had the idea for a little while. There was kind of like this founder's pet narrative developing on other chains. So there was like Toshi on Base, and there's a few other kind of like popular coins on Sol. And we thought, okay, well, we all like Stacks. We all kind of believe in the future of it. There wasn't really any meme coins on Stacks that were doing great apart from Welsh. And Welsh was having this big kind of like run up, and we thought, okay, let's do this. And we always had the idea of kind of Stacks lacking quite a lot of infrastructure. Obviously didn't have this token analytics site, so we thought, kind of had Stacks tools in the back of our mind. We'll release Leo, we'll kind of airdrop it, which was like kind of a new thing for Stacks. And then we'll release Stacks tools, and we'll kind of try and drive the meme coin narrative on Stacks. But yeah, we launched it, obviously Munib's pet cat. We launched Stacks tools a month later in January 2024. And then, yeah, I guess the rest is history. We went on to partner with all the various protocols on Stacks. We did the airdrop meta, we listed on MEXC. Yeah, we've done a ton of stuff over the past, 15 months, 16 months. But yeah, it's been very, very good. But
That's crazy.
Hopefully we've added some value to the ecosystem. And met a lot of great people along the way, for sure.
Yeah, of course. You have a tremendous community. In fact, I find that the best place to kind of get there's a number of places to go, but the Leo alpha chat on X, it really seems like the best place to get the pulse of what's going on in the overall Stacks community. quickly. It's still the most active DM group, and it's full of just a bunch of amazing people that are all obviously connected to you via Leo, via that part of the project. I was not aware. I didn't realize STX Tools was that old. I didn't know you launched it that early last year. I've only really been using it probably for like the last 4 or 5 months. I didn't really know much about it before that, but it is an amazing tool. I always tell people, I'm always telling people, do your own research, don't invest in money you can't afford to lose and all of that stuff. And one of the great places, if you're interested in looking at Stacks projects, one of the places to go to do your research is stxtools.io. Tremendous stuff there.
That was the main reason why we made it, because we were obviously in Stacks for a couple of years, and if you were trying to, for example, see like the holders of Welsh or actually see what was going on behind the scenes of the swaps and stuff, you had to go through like Hero Explorer or Hero Explorer, and very complicated. You couldn't see amounts, and that was kind of why we made Stacks Tools. We thought, we do want to bring transparency to transfers, swaps, charts. You can actually see what kind of holder distribution there is and that kind of stuff. And obviously it's helped since then. But yeah, we made it in January 2024. We were developing it alongside when we first actually made Leo as well. So we were kind of working on that in December 2023, and then for the launch in January. But yeah, it was crazy, that kind of like meme coin era. I think in like March of 2024, there was like over 2,000 unique visitors daily to Stacks Tools. And then it kind of peaked again November to December of 2024 as well. And we're kind of sitting at like 500 to 600 active unique users daily now, which is basically, if you're in Stacks, it's kind of become like a bit of a go-to homepage hub, which is cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'm on there at least once a day, every day.
Amazing.
And most days, several times a day. It's a great tool. It's really easy to navigate and everything. So back to Leo, as far as like, you have done a few other value add projects on top of the coin mint. You have is it actually a couple of NFT mints or just the one? The one recently.
So we did like the PFP launch. So my profile picture now is the gold Rio cap. We did that in September 2024. So that was the 10,000 mint, which was pretty crazy.
You minted out like super fast.
Yeah. So when we got to the
10,000,
whitelist, we did, which took like a couple of hours. We wanted to make sure that it wasn't like oversubscribed for the whitelist, because we knew it would probably go pretty quick. And then when the public came, it was like 30 minutes, and the rest of the supply was gone, which was crazy, because Stacks hadn't had that kind of mint for a long time. Obviously 21, 22, there was huge projects. There was Megapon, Bitcoin Monkeys, Crash Punks, tons of, literally so many different NFT projects, too many to name there. And then, that kind of excitement hadn't really come onto Stacks for a while. One of the big things we did there was a huge collaborations with ordinals communities. A lot of collabs there to bring people across. We collabed with Pizza Ninjas, Wizards of Ord, with a bunch of other projects, which was crazy. But yeah, that was an exciting mint. And we also are currently doing the art pass drops. So we just did one with GP, which was pretty cool. And we're inscribing those as ordinals, and then putting them on Gamma as prints as well. And then they're like a free mint. They just cost like gas, which is like $5 or so. And just gives people like a bit of a crossover to Bitcoin as well. Because while we're trying to onboard from Bitcoin to Stacks, we're also trying to educate people about Bitcoin, the importance of art on chain. It's something I enjoy personally. So yeah, hopefully trying to replicate that across multiple kind of chains there.
Right. So the art pass is an ordinal mint created by Reese.
Yes. Yeah. He did the artwork for the original pass, and that again was a free mint. He very kindly offered to make that for us, which was super cool. And then GP was the first drop as such. So holding the pass gave you the access for the next mint. So we're going to do another one in April. We've got an artist lined up for the new one, which is pretty cool. So hopefully people are excited about that. And yeah, holding the art pass gets you the access for the second drop, which is cool. And it's kind of different.
Can people still mint the art pass?
No, that was closed.
Minted?
Yeah, that was closed. So I think
because I have one.
Yeah,
at least
I think
one.
there's like 200 people that did it, and it was like one per wallet as well, because we didn't really want to like promote like people hoarding these things. You know, this wasn't the aim of this. It's not like a monetary. Yeah, there you go.
Yep,
it's a super cool piece. Very Reese with the black and white, and yes, such a cool piece.
The light and dark, chaos and order, ordered chaos with Reese's theme.
But yeah, we inscribed.
Mel,
we inscribed them as an ordinal.
Mic's off, Mel. You turned your mic off when the dog barked.
Right.
You're back.
There you are.
Back. Okay, so will I then be whitelisted for the ordinal drop? I mean, yeah, Giga Pepe's drop on.
Yeah. So that's currently live. I was supposed to close it on the 31st of March, but we haven't quite kind of finalized this one for April, so I've left it open. So you can still mint that for free now.
I actually got to jump back in there because I was having some issues with, I think it has to do with Brave browser. I forgot to go back and look at it, but I'm having something with the Cloudflare CAPTCHA or proof of humanity. It keeps giving me an error when I try to mint out GP's ordinal on there, and I had another one that I minted like a week and a half ago, same issue. So I gotta follow up with one of those guys.
Maybe
Eli.
Maybe it's fate I didn't close the mint then.
Yes, it is. I think he minted one for me just to mint one for me, but I got to get back in there. Don't close the mint yet.
Are you going to be doing one every month?
Yeah, that's the aim. So I'm currently, there's about 3 or 4 artists that I've got kind of lined up for the next few months.
Nice.
But there's one that I kind of promised would be the third. You've got Reese, GP, and this third one. I kind of promised that they'd be third, but we're just waiting on the artwork for it. So whether we have to move someone else ahead of the queue, perhaps. But yeah, I'm kind of waiting on this third one to drop it for April.
Amazing.
But it's something I've collected for like a few years since I came into like NFTs anyway. I've always really liked like the art side and stuff. And I think just people helping support each other. Obviously, like this isn't like a monetary thing at all. It's just free. Artists trying to get more eyeballs, and people that are in coins often don't like art, or they're not really, they're kind of scared of it or not quite sure where to start. Well, this is like a good way to kind of like dip your toe in the water. And kind of bring like more NFT people into the art side, and hopefully bring some eyeballs to these amazing artists.
Is it all going to be ordinals?
Yeah, it's all going to be on Bitcoin. So we inscribe them. So the original piece actually gets inscribed as an ordinal. So what I've been doing is sending, and then doing the prints. But I've been sending the original to the artist. So like Reese has his original ordinal.
Oh, that's nice.
GP has like his original piece as well.
That's so cool.
And we've always been trying to do it with like high resolution and stuff, which usually costs quite a bit to actually get it on.
Oh, and as this goes on, I think you mustn't promise this forever, because now I think it's like 1 to 2. I looked the other day and it was like 1 sat per VByte, and I was like, holy shit. Because it
like
went up over 100 sats per VByte.
Yeah.
When things were going.
Like a year ago.
It's definitely not a promise, but something I would, it's a nice thing to be able to do, and I think if anyone needs to hold the original, it's going to be the artist, right? It's got to be the
Lovely.
person having it. So yeah, we've been trying to keep the quality high.
If you're looking for more, Jamie Flesher says good morning, and also if you're looking for more artists to collab with, DeFi Dictator is open for whitelist collaborations with Rubes.
Okay,
he says in the chat.
So we've spoken a few times actually, DeFi Dictator. So yeah, we'll definitely have a DM there for sure.
Nice.
And my son can be open for one.
What was that? Sorry, I missed that.
My son is available for one.
Okay.
My son has 3 sold out NFT collections. Just putting it out there.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yes. He did those when he was 12. He is currently 13.
Okay. I'll have to check up the employment laws on the underage there. That's
Well, you're
amazing.
not
I
paying
didn't,
him.
didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he made a whole little world.
He's developing a game.
Yeah, we built one.
Too.
We spent 2 weekends ago. He doesn't, he prefers not to do the back end coding. He likes to do all the design for the front, but he couldn't find somebody to do it with him. And the person who was supposed to do it was like messing him around. So he was like, fuck it, he's going to try and learn. But it was taking so long to code the game. So then I was like, dude, AI. So we sat down, and over the weekend, I did all the back end using AI. And then he started working on the front end sort of conjunctively, or whatever the word is. And we built a fully functional game with like veggie bucks. These vegetables were like jumping off a plate. And then the kids had to shoot them by throwing tomato sauce and mustard and cutlery at them. And then before they got into the mouth. And then if you would earn veggie bucks every time you shot a thing, and you would have your life and all this. So we did that all just using, and it's incredible. Yeah,
it's amazing. You should do it with different projects. You could do like a cat version, or you could do like a Pepe version. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you could think of things you could throw at the cat, although that's like no animals were hurt during the following of this game.
For sure.
But yeah, now he's making YouTube tutorials teaching people how to animate on using all different animation programs, because he's like a full-on like 3D animator now. His next collection he wants to do like 3D animated. So yeah.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. And he's 13.
Yeah.
Wow. The digital age is fully here. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's out of control.
We are through the looking glass.
Yeah.
And I just said to him, you in this world, you want to be a content consumer or a content creator. And as your mother, I'm not going to let you be a content consumer. So create. So we build games together. We do games together. The whole weekend we played Orcs Must Die. Very mature.
What is it?
Orcs Must Die.
Hawks Must Die.
Orcs.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was Hawks as well. Hawks.
Anyway. Yeah, so I'll send you a link to his. The art that he did, he's not, but I'll send you a link. You never know. That's
awesome. Yeah, no, definitely.
Kids. People might like it because it's with a kid.
For sure, that'd be awesome.
So, behind the art pass, obviously, is a way to one of the best things about Stacks, by the way, and it's apropos we have Melanie with too, because she's been a huge contributor to the art scene on Stacks. And so the art pass is a way to feature artists, generate more content, give them a platform to generate more content, and then get them exposure to the ecosystem. So I think that's the value of that project not only is providing value to the Leo coin community, but it's providing value for artists and creators in the space, and really for the overall Stacks community in general. So I love the design of that, and I really look forward to seeing more of it. I'm sure there's no shortage of worthy artists to contribute to this, this kind of thing.
Oh, for sure. And I think that's the most important thing for me as well, is that it is like a two-way support system. It's definitely great to showcase the art. We always post about them. We always put them in the various channels, Telegram, Discord. We always try and educate and showcase both sides. And obviously, the Leo holders get the art, and then also the artists are kind of welcomed into the Leo community and get access to a whole new. We've got like 12,500 holders now, which is pretty crazy.
Wow.
That's steadily got
12 and
wow. which is crazy. Like we started, I think we airdropped maybe to around 3,000 or 4,000 people right at the very, very start, which was a kind of a crazy concept for a lot of people. Everyone was like, what's this Leo in my wallet? Like, what's going on? Is it a scam?
I remember that.
Yeah. And because
we didn't have any meme coins really on Stacks. So it was like, we had Stacks and Bitcoin in our wallet.
Yeah, and like nowadays you go through like your leather wallet, your wallet, and it is like full of various animals and all memes and some scams now, which is not good. But yeah, it's now like a
It's a nightmare now, actually.
yeah.
But it's not good, but it's a sign of ecosystem growth. You know, it's a sign that we're maturing. You know, we've had the fortune of a bunch of great projects built in our space, like Stack City, like Fact.Fun, where they can launch meme tokens, which there's a good and a bad with that, right? Because if it becomes too easy to, like the pump fund scenario where you just have extractive plays and there's no real value being built. But, and I have so many tokens from even before those things launching that were airdropped, and there's not really a lot of value in them. But there are some great projects like Leo that is here for, it's not just a meme token. I call it a community token because there is a community around it. There's involvement and engagement. There's constant new stuff being developed all the time. And there's a differentiator there where, yeah, there's a ton of meme tokens that are just projects that are even just people like trying to figure out how things work, right? Sometimes people launch a meme token just because they don't know how to launch. They don't know, you know, you can't learn how that's supposed to go until you try it, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff out there that really doesn't have a whole lot of staying power. Leo is truly a dynamic project. It's not just about a token. It's about a community and building community off of that. So that's what we're trying to feature here too, is like community coins, not just meme coins.
I think the five ones that you've got for this weekly for the DeOrganized one, you've got the Leo, you've got Rue, Welsh, Nothing, and BPEP. I think they're like, you know, 5 of the great examples of that, exactly, like community coins, because it's about helping people, you know, at all different stages and portfolio sizes and, you know, different stages of their crypto journey, but like educating them, kind of showing them the ropes, bringing them in, you know, making friendships, speaking to people daily. You mentioned the Leo chat before on X. It becomes like a daily check-in. You know, people are chatting, they're discussing, people are learning about their other projects, their, you know, the things they like, and it does become more of a higher level of, you know, it's not just a coin, it's something that you collectively own and you're kind of supporting and going for like a greater goal. And I think that is quite a cool thing to be able to do. So we've been going for like 15 months now. So, you know, I'll still be here in another year or 2 or 3 or 4. This is the way, you know, this is what we're going to try and do. We're trying to grow to 15,000 holders, 20,000 holders. We're trying to go on the, you know, all different metrics like Lunar Push and stuff. And yeah, hopefully this journey can be definitely a value add for community members, and it's an exciting one to be on.
Yeah,
amazing.
1000%. It's a community. You've built a community around the token, and so it's different than just a meme coin. And I think you're doing an awesome job with it, sir. And also, I mean, with the other stuff you've been doing to help just generally help grow and integrate the Stacks community in general. Excellent work, sir.
I appreciate the kind words. I'm not great with compliments, but no,
I'm not either. I give them, but I don't receive them
I'm much better at giving them. That's definitely more of my style, and I do appreciate you guys getting us on the show. I was actually listening to it just before. I've said to you in DMs before, Peace, that, you know, it is like a daily listen. You know, it's like a check-in. You get the news. You get to kind of catch up with people, and yeah, although I've not been able to come on it yet, I do always try and tune in, or if I miss it live, I always try and get the replay, certainly the news segment anyway. So it's been great to be on, guys. Really appreciate you having us on, and we're on for the rest of the month, I think. So we've got a few more weeks, which is cool, and hopefully few more Leo community members on as well next time.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Get some of the other Chads in the space to come chop it up with us. Thank you so much for joining us today, man. I know you're super busy. You got a ton of stuff going on. You got some. How old is your little one now?
He's just turned. Well, he's 1 in January, and he's just started toddling around as well. So he's getting pretty quick on. I've been juggling the Leo, the Stacks tools, kind of helping Stacks push forward, and also with the little one as well. So it's been a pretty hectic past year.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you,
But fun.
it doesn't ever slow down from here, sir. You got maybe like in 20 years.
Yeah, that's it. When when they leave the house, that might be the slower down time.
Oh, he made it for the very end. Oh, maybe he didn't. What happened here?
Oh, I clicked the wrong button.
Oh no, he did. He just
I made it. What's up, Rubes?
Hey, GP. I've got the same hoodie as you, actually. The Stacks hoodie.
It's so dope, dude. Like, I
Yeah.
love this Stacks hoodie. I just got it in the mail, and it's like it kind of matches my leather hat. Like, yeah.
picked the wrong one. I have a Stacks hoodie too. It's in the wash. I just got it yesterday.
Oh,
I didn't get one. How did you get Stacks hoodies?
Mine's
a good hoodie.
I'll talk to you now. I have something for you actually.
Ooh.
That's so sad. I don't get anything in Africa.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be
It'll
fine.
be
It's a happy end.
You're a-
Yeah, happy ending involved in the story. Okay, I love a happy ending.
Right. Thank God Blockface isn't here for
Yeah,
the implied
a happy
innuendo.
ending.
Oh man, I had to show up.
Not that
lead
kind
the
of
cats,
happy.
man. I just got out of a meeting real quick, and then had to come through and show some support to the Rubes.
We were just talking about your art drop as well, GP, for the Leo, and Peace was struggling to mint it, but I actually forgot to close it. So I'm kind of keeping it open for him now, so he can make sure he gets his drop.
Yeah, remember that I was having that issue with Cloudflare and it kept like just not. I actually had another issue. I was trying to mint for Darbles. Reese's friend Darbles had a mint like last weekend or the weekend before, and I was getting the same problem on Gamma with printing out. I think it's an issue with Brave browser. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna have to reach out to Eli and see if I can just like, hey, I've done like cookies 3 times.
Can I
It's
send
not-
you the BTC or the fee, and then you just mint it for me, Eli, please?
Yeah, something. Right.
I think actually,
Because it's a free mint
I
too.
think he holds a pass as well, so he's probably already minted his.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I've got one.
If I send the pass to a different wallet that I use on a different browser, would I be able to mint?
I actually whitelisted the wallets that held the pass at the time.
Okay, so it's that wallet that I have to.
Yeah.
Is that going forward too?
Yeah, so it'll be a new snapshot though. So if you sent it to a new wallet now, for next snapshot, you could be able to mint on a new wallet. Yeah.
All right.
So
All
you
right.
know,
I'll try it again later. Maybe it's cleared up, and if it's not, I'll just send a screenshot to Eli and say, hey, this keeps happening.
you need to.
It's cumbersome, and I don't want to have to install this wallet on another browser.
Oh well, maybe
if I don't
maybe.
have to.
So I have the original copy, right? Rube
Yeah.
sent me the original copy, and I was whitelisted because I held. I'm gonna go. Maybe I could go mint, and then I can just send you a copy. There you go.
Well, that would be fine for this one.
Yeah.
But I want to get it straightened out so next time. Plus, what if other people are having the same issue on Brave and they don't know? You know, they don't know and they're not reaching out. They don't have a direct line to GPSC to get a print minted for them.
Very true. Solving this problem before the masses come and
Right. We want to make sure that this isn't happening to other people too.
see. DeOrganized does testing for everything, dude. We'll find bugs.
We're trying. Yeah, that's what That's why we all get along so well, because we're really pushing. We're all pushing towards the same goal. The goal is to lift the ecosystem, help the people that are involved in it grow, and we're doing that because we feel like what's being built here is actually valuable to people.
You know what I've loved
Yeah.
seeing is the different community members are starting to spin up their own spaces. I know Oak is talking in DMs with me about spinning his own space. Jeremiah.btc is doing spaces on the weekends. Like he did one on Saturday, and last or 2 weeks ago he covered the Velar Perptex launch. So like I'm liking seeing the community members
More content generation. More and more people are putting out regular content.
Yeah.
People coming on shows more often and regularly. So it's great.
The calendar is stacked as well. I was checking it today. It is like full jam packed all week, isn't it? It's crazy.
It's amazing.
You can't add a show without stepping on somebody else's toes. So you have to just not worry about it at this point. Like
nobody man has a show at 12 o'clock on a Thursday. They should worry about it if they do.
Kitty.
It's the exception to the rule. Nobody wants to step on Kitty's toes. She will turn into a not so good kitty.
Bad kitty.
From bad kitty.
Yeah.
Bad.
Well, on that, actually, I do have to do real quick. Actually, I want to shout out for BitFlow. Before I forget, BitFlow has been a tremendous sponsor for us. We have the Zeely campaign. You can go to this link right here that GP is pointing to. That'll get you some Zeely points. The password for today is BitFlow Mondays. BitFlow is your all-in-one trading hub on Stacks, featuring a powerful DEX aggregator that pulls the best swap rates from platforms like Alex, Arcadico, and Velar. So you always get the most value for every trade. Looking to explore runes? BitFlow's Runes AMM brings secure, efficient trading of fungible tokens right to the Bitcoin ecosystem. It's also the only DEX on Stacks with native BTC swaps. And now you can add SBTC or PBTC, and I think also STSTX with no impermanent loss, single-sided pairing, no pairing needed. Start here at app.bitflow.finance/pool. And it's easy to secure. It's easy and secure. Just hit the wallet manager button to get started. And if you're a long-term planner, you'll love their DCA tool. Also, make sure you turn into Bitcoin and Beyond on Thursday at 1.
Please.
Do not step on Kitty's toes. Tune in tonight at 7 p.m. GPSC is back with the nightly show. Looking forward to that. He's also got some stuff going on with the in the Zest Discord with extra Find2Earn games, and also what is it, meme? What is it called again? I keep forgetting.
So the Zest meme coin sprint. Yeah. The meme.
I'm a fat guy, so the word sprint, it's a mental block for me. I'm like, sprint. What is that?
What is that? What is that?
Sprint.
Yeah, who does that?
How about a leisurely stroll?
Yeah, why is it not the Zest leisurely stroll? I'm 65. How can I sprint? God.
Too good.
Hottest 65 ever, though.
Yeah, I take a lot of.
Maybe next month we call it the Zest leisurely stroll. You may have just influenced that to happen. We'll see.
There we go. That's what me and Peace will be doing it.
Fire. I like
Rubes, thank you so much for joining us today, man, and your sponsorship of Find2Earn rounds. It's super fun, and it's impossible. It's not possible without you guys. Rue, B Pepe, Rap Nothing, and Welsh Corgi Coin, the tremendous community projects we have on Stacks. So thank you for joining us today. We'll see you again next Monday, or whoever comes in from the Leo community.
Yeah, it's in my calendar. Hopefully we bring a few more Leo friends as well. But yeah, thank you guys for having us. And always happy to help out with the ecosystem and support and sponsor. And been great chatting, guys.
Amazing.
Right on. Thank you so much.
Okay,
thank you, Kitty. Thank you, GP. And thank you all for tuning in today. We are DeOrganized Media, coming at you live on BitcoinLive, Decentralized broadcasting every Monday through Friday. Partnership with our good friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized broadcasting. Thank you for tuning in. It's Monday. We got a long week ahead. Get to work. Keep tuning in. We'll see you soon.